According to Heavy Sports Scene Devaney, an NBA executive thinks that the Los Angeles Lakers are the only team that could pull off a Draymond Green trade. Green has been tossed from 3 games this season and suspended twice by the Golden State Warriors for striking Jusuf Nurkic in the face during a recent game. He has a contract with the Warriors that runs at least through the 2025 to 2026 season thanks to a new agreement he recently signed. He is covered by a player option for the 2026 to 2027 season. There's really only one team that could possibly trade for him if you were to get him out of Golden State, the executive stated. The Lakers are that. Really, no one else could manage what he's providing. James LeBron could. LeBron and Draymond have been sharing kisses for a few years now. It goes beyond the on-court activities, altercations, and everything of that. However, the agreement. The strategy is that he wouldn't want to play for many teams. Everything that was said. A Draymond Green trade was too much for our club or our owner to bear. That's what most people would say. But the Lakers were capable of handling it. They probably don't want to, but they were able to. Although the executive believes the Lakers could manage a Green trade, it might not be best for the team. The season forward has had multiple issues since punching Jordan Poole at a workout before the previous season, and he has been incredibly volatile thus far this season. This season, Green has been punished for striking Nurkic and placing Rudy Gobert in a headlock. In a previous season's playoff matchup against the Sacramento Kings, he also trod on Domantas Sabonis' chest. Green has played well this season in spite of all of that. He is averaging 9.7 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game while shooting 42.9% from three-point range and 49.0% from the field. The Lakers might decide against splitting up their core to get a guy like Green, even with those stats. Los Angeles won the NBA's in-season tournament this season and advanced to the Western Conference Finals the previous year. Although Green's theatrics might subside if he plays with James, that is not a given. Despite sharing 4 championships with Stephen Curry and the Warriors, Green has nonetheless had some outbursts this season. In the interim, Green probably needs to demonstrate that he can play again for the Warriors and remain out of trouble before any team, including the Lakers, would think about making a trade for him. The Los Angeles Lakers were desperate for a win against the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday night, as they were in the middle of a 4-game losing run. The Lakers defeated the Thunder 129-120 to halt their terrible losing streak. The Thunder entered the game as the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. LeBron James was the game's star, scoring a career-high 40 points, but Jared Vanderbilt's starting lineup substitution in place of D'Angelo Russell was the key revelation. Russell had been having a lot of trouble lately, so head coach Darvin Ham decided to take him off the bench. After the game, when questioned about being placed on the bench, Russell answered with 15 points and stated that winning is all that matters. Source: Spectrum Sportsnet. Obviously, we changed the lineup and we won. So that's all that counts in my opinion. Just figuring out how to contribute to the outcome and add enthusiasm each time I'm on the court. Beginning is a monster unto itself. In addition to initial units and the scouting report, there are numerous other opponents you must contend with. As a reserve, you have to pick up where the starters left off in terms of matchups and other things, so you've got to think of methods to get an advantage when you enter the game later on. Russell also thinks that coming off the bench with Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura can have an impact on games massive. When Coach Ham substitutes that group, I believe we make up for any component of the game that was somewhat lacking during those runs before we even got on the court. It's intriguing to see what we can accomplish with it. The Los Angeles Lakers were desperate for a win against the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday night, as they were in the middle of a 4-game losing run. The Lakers defeated the Thunder 129-120 to halt their terrible losing streak. The Thunder entered the game as the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. LeBron James was the game's star, scoring a career-high 40 points, but Jared Vanderbilt's starting lineup substitution in place of D'Angelo Russell was the key revelation. Russell had been having a lot of trouble lately, so head coach Darvin Ham decided to take him off the bench. After the game, when asked about being benched, Russell answered with 15 points and stated, via Spectrum Sportsnet, "Obviously, we switched the lineup and the result was a win, so for me, that's all that matters."